Hey everybody, Jed from Jed Demolo Productions coming to you today. I want to do a quick video tutorial, show you guys how to use the MIDI that I've done for this Power Ballad pack, which has got a real 80s feel to it. So if you think like Poison, Every Rose Has Its Thorn type of thing on this first one, I'll probably do several of these power ballad type things, but this will be number one. And first of all, I just want to show how easy it is to just drag the MIDI right into any DAW. So I'm in Studio One 5.5 right now. I got a little backbeat thing going here with Superior Drummer 3, just so we have some drums. And then I've got this Roland X V5080 with the West Coast preset on it, just so you can kind of get a 80s vibe type thing. So just to start off, I'm just going to randomly drag stuff in. There's 46 patterns in this pack, so there's lots of stuff to choose from. So we got an intro here. Just going to drag that in. I'm going to come over and grab a verse, just randomly again. Let's just grab verse 1. So there's your intro. So we got a verse happening here now. I'm going to go grab, just make this quick, grab a chorus. So obviously that'd probably be a little longer. There, we're going to go into our chorus. And this is just one example of a chorus pattern. Here's a bridge pattern. You can see how seamlessly this stuff is made. So it will work very easily for you. Let's just do something different. Let's like a breakdown. Here's some octaves. And then I'm just going to show some stuff that I have. Here's a walk up. And we're going to drag in a walk down as well. And here's an ending. Okay, so just that quickly, I threw all that stuff together in there. So you can see the E's inside of a DAW. And yeah, its original key is D, and the original tempo is 72. Now, you can speed it up or slow it down, you know, if you want. I mean, that's totally up to you. And all of these patterns that I create are 100% not quantized. They're unquantized. So it feels, you know, kind of groovy. It grooves. It's a little loose. It's the way, you know, that a live player would play it on stage or in the studio. Now I'm going to show you real quick what happens if you quantize. So let's go up to quantize here. I'll quantize it to eighth notes. And sorry, someone's running a leaf blower out there. And we're just going to go ahead and quantize it to 100%. So watch what happens when I hit the quantize. You're going to see everything move. Boom, just like that. It wasn't a ton, but it did move. Now this is to the grid, okay? So that's 100% quantized right there. Now if I undo that, you'll see everything move back. Here's unquantized. It's grooving along, you know, like I said, like somebody that's playing live or somebody that's playing in the studio would be. But some people are going to prefer that, you know, tighter to the grid type of a feel. Now, you know, stuff like this here, I mean, you could use this for obviously a rock ballad. You could use it for a pop ballad. You could use this for a Christmas song. There's so many different things, types of songs that you can do with MIDI, and that's what's really great about MIDI. It's so versatile, and there's so many things that you can do to it. Like let's go back to this pattern right here, and let's just say, for instance, let's just say that let's say you don't want those bass notes in there. Well, just take them out. So this whole chorus section now has no bass. It's just the right-hand keyboard part would be like if you're playing in a band. And let's say your bass player doesn't want you in there at all. Okay, so just that quickly, you can edit this stuff. It's just so cool. If you wanted to take off the top notes, for whatever reason. There's just so much you can do to MIDI once you get it inside of your DAW. So the next thing that I want to demonstrate and show real quick is I want to show all the cool stuff that you can do with this Power Ballad #1 MIDI stuff when you drop it into EZkeys, Toontrack EZkeys. So I'll be right back with you here in just a second. Let me get that set up for you. Okay, I'm back, and I am now in EZkeys. This is made by Toontrack. If you don't have EZkeys, it's very affordable to get. Go ahead and put a link in the description so that you can find it very easily. And then what I'm going to do here is just show some of the quick things that you can do that are so cool. And you can do with any MIDI. It doesn't matter. You could make your own MIDI and import it into EZkeys to use later. And that's one of the things that I love doing is that I make obviously all kinds of MIDI myself, and then I can use those later when I am with a client and we're fleshing out a tune. They come into the studio, they sit down with their acoustic, they play the song for me, I write a quick chart, and then we sit down and I can throw together an EZkeys piano part and a drum loop in less than a minute. The whole thing is done. That's a lot faster than tracking. So that gives them a much better idea of what the song is going to sound like, so we can put together a demo quickly. They can leave with a demo that sounds, really quite good. And, they can think about it, sing with it, and then we can prepare to do the actual tracking, with live musicians. So, MIDI and EZkeys, powerful, powerful thing to use if you're a producer. So let's do this real quick. Let's just grab another intro, and I'm just gonna pull it in. Now, I have a video, the intro video, which I'll link in the description, that I've done, shows exactly how to import your MIDI into EZkeys, the entire process. And there's also some other cool stuff that it shows how to do. So if you want to watch that video, that'll help you out. Otherwise, if you want, you can just go to your folder and do just exactly like I just did and just pull it in. So here's an intro. Okay, so one thing that we can do really quickly, obviously, is just go up here and click on the tuning and open it up, and I can change the tuning very quickly by semitones. So we're in the key of D originally, and if I click on it twice, now we're in E. If I want to be in E flat, now I'm in E flat. If I wanted to take the entire thing up an octave, if I want my intro to be up there. So that's pretty cool. You can do stuff like that immediately, very quickly transpose your entire track. If you're working with a singer, this is it's very handy. So here's a couple of things that I want to show. So our changes in this are D, then there's a 3 minor, then there's a 4, and there's a 5. One thing that I want to show that you can do is you can change the chords. You're not just stuck with this, and this is one thing that EZkeys does really well. So let's say that I want to take this D here and I want to make that C. So I'll go to my tone wheel, I'll click on C, and I can change, if I click on details, I can change the inversion. Okay, I'm just going to leave it like that for now. Now here, I'm going to go here, and maybe I don't really want that to be, the F sharp minor, and maybe I want it to be I want it to be E minor since I'm in C now. Here I just want that to be like F, and the add 9 is nice. Now if you go up here to one of these options, you can see what I did. I clicked on the option and it changed, but if I click it again, it'll just make it a standard F chord, so you don't have a sus, add 9, 11, any of that kind of stuff if you click it twice. I'll show you here, and let's say I just want to make this G. That's an add 11, but if I go up here and click the add 9 twice, it just makes it G. Okay, so just that quickly, I changed the chords. Now E minor. Go to the F, the 4, and here's the 5 chord. Okay, let's say that I wanted to go 1 5, so I could go here and I could change that to G. I could go here and I could do that a 2 minor. Let's change the inversion like that, and let's change this to F, and I'll change the inversion like that. Okay. Okay, so now I've made my changes. I've got C, and now I've got G for my second chord. It's going to go to the T minor, the D minor, to a 4. Check this out. Now let's just say that I wanted to switch this up here. We can cut this. Let me make this a little bit bigger so it's easier to see. There we go. I can take my scissors and I can cut this track in half. Now watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to make this F minor. All right, let's see what we got. We got C. Here's the G. To a D minor. To an F minor. Okay, so check out what I've done here. I've changed all the chords, okay, and I've been able to do it very quickly. So we went from D to G flat minor to G to an A sus. And instead now I've got C, G, D minor, F, and then it switches to F minor. It's still the same pattern that I liked. So I pulled in a pattern. I liked the way the piano pattern was playing, but it wasn't the chords that I wanted. But I was able to change it to the song chords that I needed. So let's go back here and show. Here's the G, here's the D minor, here's the F. Now if I just wanted to repeat that whole thing, let's say, I could just highlight all of this and I can take it and I can just drag it right down to itself again. Okay, now let's go a little bit farther so we don't listen to the whole thing. It's going to repeat. Okay, so that's great. We got that. Now let me show another thing. Let's say we want to switch it up a little bit more. Let's go to here. I like that pattern, but I want something different. That's a little bit low, so let's do a little bit different inversion. That's good. Now here's the G. That's fine. And let's go to F here now. And it's good. And I don't want it to go to the minor this time. So we're just going to take that off of there and let this go ahead and finish out as F. Let's listen to this now. So we've got A minor. Same pattern to the G, to the F, and another F. Just like that. Now let's say, for instance, that maybe I didn't dig that pattern right there. I liked the other one better. Okay, so I can actually cut that out just like that with the scissors. I'll take that out and let's just slide that in, and then let's have that repeat. So let's listen to what we got now. There's the A minor to the G, F. I'm just going to do that again. So you can see the power and the speed of this thing. So it's just really great. You can pull in any pattern that you really like the way it's playing. Let's just grab another one. Okay, let's grab this one, and let's say another thing we can do is we can highlight this, and we can go to if we right click it, we can go to things like properties, and it's a little bit loud. I'm going to take it down considerably. Okay, so let's drag a few things in here and just kind of demonstrate a little bit. what we can do here. Let's take an intro. Let's take one we haven't heard. Let's just randomly grab this one. Intro number 5. And you can go right here to this little scroll wheel and you can make this smaller so it's, more manageable for you to see the whole interface. I just made it bigger so that you can see what's going on. And let's grab another verse. Let's grab the verse 5 just for a little bit of variation. Let's grab a different chorus. Let's grab chorus 2. I'm just going to toss this stuff in here. Okay, and let's grab a different bridge. Let's get bridge 3, just see what happens. Okay, and then we're going to go back to a chorus. Let's grab chorus 4. Okay, and then let's do an ending. Let's do the very last ending. Let's grab ending number 5. Let's just listen. You see how quickly I'm able to just get this stuff in there. And it sounds good right away. So here would be a verse. And then we're going to have a chorus here. Okay, and then we're going to have a bridge. So if you're a guitar player, or bass player, or drummer, and you can't play keys, this is a great way to get really nice keyboard parts into your production very quickly. Here's chorus again. And here's going to be an ending. Okay, so you can see just how quickly I was able to do that. Now, let's say we want to change it up just a little bit. Maybe I don't want it to go to an A there. Maybe I want it to stay on the G. I mean, that sounded kind of cool, but I'm gonna switch it to G. Let's see what that sounds like. Just see what it does. And here's our 3 minor. There's our 4. It's going to go minor here. That's kind of cool. Okay, and let's say I wanted to go back to D. Go change the inversion. There's 2 different ways you can do this, and I'm going to show you both. Let's go to G flat, F sharp, and G flat are the same thing. And I want F sharp minor. Let's find that. F sharp minor. Okay, so that's going to be just a little bit different. Let's listen to that now. That minor's kind of cool. Here's the verse. That's what we had before. Now here's our edit. It's going to go back to the 1. Back to that. Okay, so I wanted to show you the other way that you could make this repeat, and that would be just to take your scissors and to cut, okay, and then let's just get rid of this. And then if you take this and hold Option and click on it, you can just shift it right down. So let's go to measure 6. Now we'll repeat. So as you can see, there's all kinds of ways that you can just chop this stuff up. You can change the chords, you can change the length, you can change the patterns, you can change the velocity, you can change the key of the entire thing just by going to tune here. And so if you're working with a singer, this can save you a ton of time and hassle and headache. that you can just change the keys really quickly while they're right there, standing there in your studio. Say, well, let's try this, let's try this, let's try that. You just listen to it very quickly, very fast, easy workflow. The other thing I want to show you that's really cool is let's scroll this so it's nice and small. I'm just going to grab the whole thing and bring it. You've probably seen me do this before if you watched my other tutorial video. And I'm going to pull it right into the DAW. Now, if I turn follow host off, we won't hear two piano parts. Now I can go, I have all of this in my DAW now, which is extraordinary. So I was able to chop that up and change the chord progression and just move it all around like super quick with the blocks inside of EZkeys. I think is the easiest way for me to say it. And then I can get it into the DAW here. And let's say I want to change how long that holds. See how quickly I can change that. I made it stop. If I don't like that, I can hit undo. If I don't want the bass notes, see how quickly I can just get rid of the bass notes. Once you have it inside your DAW, you can do all kinds of great stuff. And look how quickly, I mean, you could go and you could say, well, I don't want it to be that loud. You just grab everything and turn it way down. Make it nice and soft when it comes into the verse. Okay, so there you have it. Power Ballad number 1, a MIDI pack. Just tossed it into EZkeys. Just to show real quick, how you can chop it up, move it around, do what you want to it, then toss it into your DAW and make fine-tuned arrangement stuff. Very cool. So I hope that's helpful to you. And also, one of the big things that I want everybody to keep in mind is that, on most of these, we're on version 1.0. Basically, what that means is that if you need something specific, just contact me, and say, hey, this MIDI pack is great, or it's missing this, or it's missing that, and I really need this. If you tell me what you need in that specific MIDI pack, I'm going to create it, and I'm going to add it to the MIDI pack. And the great thing is that everybody that has purchased that MIDI pack is going to get the upgrade for free. So these MIDI packs are just going to continue to grow, to get bigger, better all of the time. So that's it for me today. Please leave your comments down below and check out my website at jeddemloproductions.com. And I hope to hear from you real soon.